What up, world? So this Big Saint coming at you guys again, and I got two of my friends with me. So to my left of me, I got Mr. Flicks over here, big time photographer. He does a lot of work for me with real estate photography. If you need him, link him up, and we'll put info at the bottom. To the right of me is C Vlogs.
Yes, sir.
Big time vlogger. Learned a lot from him. Today, we just wanted to come to you guys and talk about like the importance of brand identity and how to turn your brand into profit. So we were just talking over there. I invited you guys over, and we just wanted to give you guys insight on how to just take your brand to the next level and make profit out of it. And I was gonna let actually C Vlog start off first on like the importance of it, and then we'll just go from there.
All right. Yeah. So when it comes to particularly brand awareness, definitely think, everybody's using Instagram nowadays. Instagram is definitely a huge platform. If you're not already using, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, definitely be involved with all of those because, being omnipresent is it's huge in the terms of brand awareness. Omnipresence means to be everywhere at all times, at every time. So if you could achieve that, you'll automatically achieve brand awareness. So being able to be everywhere as much as possible is huge for brand awareness. One thing I've learned is, trying to promote my Instagram is getting it out there. Every time I put out a post, hey, all my friends on Snapchat, hey, check out my new post. Put it on your story because people on your Snapchat might not have you on your Instagram.
Exactly.
Same thing with YouTube, right? You might have some subscribers that aren't following you on Instagram.
Exactly.
So you can kind of just feed off of the different social medias. That's one thing that's been huge for me is being able to interact all my different social medias with each other because you get the engagement from all the different people that are interacting with your content from different platforms. So being able to move that from platform to platform is definitely crucial.
Right. And to piggy off what you said, honestly, it's funny you say that because I always tell people, you gotta, first of all, one of the most important app I have on my phone is Eventbrite. Because Eventbrite,
crucial.
Meetings make money. So, and you like you said, being everywhere, being able to know how. Eventbrite is a free app that tells you where everything is, and they let you categorize. For me, it would be real estate. Then I'll go to all the real estate meetings and rub elbows with the have-nots or the have-haves, and it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're still networking. You're still creating what I call the TOMA effect, which is top of the mind awareness. So when they keep seeing you places, they're like, oh, this person's active, and then every time they scroll on IG, they see your name. The mind is so sensitive that it sees. The mind actually sees 1,000 ads a day. So you really have to build your brand so it could be at the top of that brand. So it could be like real estate. Oh, Saint. You know what I'm saying? So,
think of that person.
Right, top of the mind.
Yeah, because Grant Cardone talks about that a lot. Being everywhere at once. And I was reading his book, The 10X Rule, and in that book, he talks about how he's constantly sending out emails, having his team send out emails. So when you think of real estate or sales, the first thing you think of is Grant Cardone, because that's that's what the message he's getting out there.
And they're doing it off of free platforms.
Free platforms.
Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, all for free, and they're just monetizing and making
from the palm of your hands anywhere. As long as there's a Starbucks, you got free Wi-Fi. You don't even need to pay for cellular service, man.
Yeah, and to top off what you said, what you hit was a key word: free. We're at a time of the world where our parents didn't have free apps to just advertise their businesses and stuff. They literally had to pay a post office.
And that's why kids today are just booming.
13-year-old, 12-year-old sneaker resellers, all those.
I mean, you think about it 30 years ago, or not even 30 years ago, roughly 22 years ago now, Google was just invented. I mean, think about that. Google, I use that on a daily basis. Hey, what's this word mean? I don't know, let me Google it. And it came out in 1998, and it's crazy to think that, our parents didn't have that capability.
Exactly.
like it's gotten to the point where knowing all these facts and things that we learn in school are no longer necessary because we are able to find the answer to them in such a short period of time. And when you're able to do that, that frees up space in your mind to be able to learn and develop different things. So that's definitely huge.
For sure. And one thing that you said earlier, which was great, is you said that, you know, whenever you're going to put out content or whatever it is that whatever your brand is you said you're going to tell your friends on all across social platforms. And now your friends are going to be able to, you know, show love or support it and then tell their friends about it. And, you know, the first people who are usually like going to support your personal brand on whatever it is that you're building is your friends and your family. Because you know, most other people don't know it. So when other strangers might see your brand, your clothing, like yo, like that's dope. You know, like where'd you get that from? Like it happened actually this last month in December. One of a close family friend, she was wearing one of my new long sleeves that says "Flicks and Chill" on it. And then she got stopped by somebody at school. And they're like, yo, that's a dope shirt. Like, where'd you get that from? And then boom, I got a DM like, yo, I like that shirt. How can I cop? You know, I'm not exactly. And also wearing your brand, if it's not clothing or whatever it is, people are always seeing you with that brand.
Walking advertisement.
You have to be a walking billboard with it, especially if you want it. This is literally all I wear, like all I wear pretty much. As you should. And I feel that that's huge. To have that is to be with your brand, because if somebody believes in your brand, it's got to be you. Especially if you're the one creating it, you have to have the passion into it. For you, it's real estate, right? So. However you want to show people that, and I'm pretty sure all your friends and family, you know that that's what you do. So you're probably getting leads left and right. You know what I'm saying? So your friends and your family are going to support your brand, and then from there it can boom, 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 boom. Especially through all platforms, and you can also pay for advertising. Now, I know that you were talking about free, but you know, one way to grow social media is by paying for a shout out, right? Not like
not
your personal
ridiculous
brands.
amounts of money either. I mean, we're talking 10 20 bucks.
Right. $25 slots for an hour. I see that all the time with like famous.
And you're talking about hundreds of thousands of people worth of networks that you're getting exposed to in a matter of minutes. So that's definitely huge too. There's some people that even do permanent posts. And now with Instagram's algorithm, you know, they're showing posts from 4 hours ago on the top of your feed. So you don't know if your post could show up or if it can make it onto the Explorer page. You really don't ever know. At this point in time, Instagram has made it really difficult for people to grow particular posts. So, you know, really now it's just about engagement. If you get a lot of people to engage on a post that you paid to have advertised, that could be huge for your brand and your brand's awareness.
Right. And then what I want to get into as well is, like we said, turning that brand into profit, like you said, when you know they went to your DM after they saw the shirt.
And another thing is like create excitement, right? So like whenever I dropped my Flicks and Chill long sleeves, you know, I was just like, you know, it's getting cold out, you know, winter time is coming. For all my, you know, photographers out there, videographers out there who want to support a brand that's simply for that specific niche. Now, the reason why I had created Flicks was because I own Sony, Canon, and Nikon, and I found that, you know, they each have their kind of clicks, and I don't like clicks. I like a whole community built with people that just get together that are creatives, and so that's why I created Flicks. Is just because like it's just a community. You can have any camera, any videography equipment, whatever it is. Flicks is just one community, and that's what I really want in the end result. And by making a profit out of it is just by, you know, creating that hype for that drop. You know, for you, it's real estate, so creating that hype for that open house. You know, a beautiful property, you have some great photos or a great video clip, you know, that's a beautiful property and people want to see that. They're like, wow, man, like you're talking about this house, but I don't see it. So when you have that content will sell it easily.
Exactly, absolutely.
You have to have great content to sell it. And people also buy on emotion.
That's huge.
Definitely with real estate, people always buy all the emotions. And
like
that's
how
why
they
the main
they
thing is the
envision
picture.
themselves.
Yep. You gotta create what's called a lifestyle, and that's big. 2018 and 2019 that we're just in now. Lifestyle is what people are driving.
Yeah.
They're driving lifestyle into your social feeds.
Oh, 100%.
That's
Yeah.
why.
Whether
that's
it's
why,
real or not.
That's why Ciroc, Diddy with Ciroc, Rick Ross with Bel Air, Avion with Jeezy. All that is a lifestyle. That's all they're selling. They want to sell a life that you wish to achieve when you close your eyes, and that
Which is
turns
the
into
emotion.
profit. Yeah,
It's
and
the emotion aspect, yeah.
And people might go broke doing it, but they're gonna do it, and they're still gonna support, and that's the crazy part.
Right. No,
You know?
it's beautiful.
But definitely with selling houses, they look for that perfect house. Whenever it's that perfect house, they buy.
Exactly.
They don't really think twice about it. They might be like a little bit over their budget, but they're like, yo, we're gonna get our money up and get this
Yeah,
house.
if the value is there, if the value is higher than the price, it doesn't matter what the price is.
Exactly.
It really doesn't. I mean,
100%.
you think about it, it could be $100,000 over their budget, but if the value is worth that $100,000,
They'll
they'll
find
do
a
it.
way.
They're gonna think of it as an
They'll-
investment. They're gonna be with their family.
Yeah,
This is
they'll
their
find a
house
way.
of the lifetime. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
So those are all key points. You're not selling a house just for them to be out of it next year. You're selling them something for them to grow a family, or if they already have a family, to create memories, and that's
what
that
it's all
emotion.
about, to create memories, and that's a key word I own in on when I do sell properties. It's like it's for you to create memories. It's for you to start a legacy into your family. And they buy into that, and because it's true.
Yeah, you go through your highs and lows in that one house,
Yeah.
Awesome, guys, man. I really appreciate you guys coming in.
For sure.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you for having us.
Yeah,
Thank you for having
definitely. This was great content, and I'm sure like everything that every one of us said. See how everything that every one of us said, we like picked up on. Like, yeah, exactly, because I'm sure we all have said that in one of our.
Yeah, we
100%.
all have our own different.
We all have
versions.
brands. That's why it just makes
Exactly.
sense. Whenever you're networking with people, networking is so crucial because that's another way you can build your brand and sell it. You know what I'm saying? Networking and brand building, you especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, because that's kind of like the new wave.
Right.
And I was actually listening to Gary Vee the other night. He said, why 99% of you will not succeed is because he said that for all those people who will potentially give up one day, that the mental diseases and all these things that create depression off of the social media, but the thing is that you just really can't give up on your brand.
Yep.
Yeah, you gotta be obsessed.
Exactly, and that's the word right there. You gotta be obsessed.
Cause there's gonna be a day where maybe nobody supports you, but maybe you might run into that one person who will support it and support that brand. And
It takes off.
It takes off. So you can never give up on your brand, no matter how hard it gets.
Kind of to actually go off what you said, Gary Vee actually, he was like, dude, it doesn't matter how many followers you have. You don't know if one person out of that 100 followers that you have could know somebody that could really grow your brand to that much more. Like, one follower could be worth hundreds of thousands, and you may not know it.
Right.
And like a lot of people, I think they're shy and they don't want to kind of like put themselves out there. And that's another huge thing in brand awareness. You cannot be shy. You gotta put yourself out there, because you never know who might run into it and how it could explode from there.
Right.
Like, that one person might know. Let's go with. There's a lot of rappers out there. A lot of people won't post their music because they're just scared of what people might say.
Like,
you
I've
never
already heard rap.
Yeah,
or
exactly.
you're just one of those
But you don't
rappers.
know if that one follower knows a producer who's done X, Y, and Z.
Exactly.
But you'll never get to that point if you don't ever put out the content for them to see.
Right.
So I definitely think that's huge. Is actually
And all
putting
that
yourself out there.
Will
Putting
make you
your brand.
money.
Definitely. Turn the brand into profit. So key contents, takeaways from this: never give up. Content, and network. Those are the 3 takeaways. So signing out, guys. My boy Flicks, my boy C Vogel. Love.